Hey there guys, so more drama on the Anthony Joshua and Andy Ruiz Jr. front. Andy Ruiz Jr. has released a video on Instagram explaining how the fight is not going to be in Saudi Arabia. He said he's got some real news coming soon. This is what he had to say in the video. I know everyone's talking about the fight and all, but we got some real news coming soon. The fight is going to happen soon. I'm trying to give hope, give motivation to all my people. So that kind of implies that all of what has gone on recently, the press conference that Eddie Hearn held, was fake, and the fight isn't signed. Andy Ruiz Jr. has not signed his side of the deal, but Anthony Joshua has, so the fight isn't going to take place in Saudi Arabia. It's not going to happen, according to Andy Ruiz Jr. He has said that before though. He said the fight wasn't signed, yet it was, and he said he wanted more money, yet the fight was already agreed before the first fight that Andy Ruiz Jr. had with Anthony Joshua, money and all. So I don't really know what he is trying to do. Maybe he's trying to unsettle Anthony Joshua as Anthony Joshua looks to go into training camp. Perhaps that's what he's doing. He's not a trash talker, so he just has to try and find a way into Anthony Joshua's head to try and disturb him. Because he knew the only reason he won last time is because Anthony Joshua was not mentally ready or mentally there to fight Andy Ruiz Jr. And he wants him to do that again. So perhaps that's what he's trying to do. Unsettle Anthony Joshua so his mind is not in the right place to fight Andy Ruiz Jr. Now, Andy Ruiz Jr. also had this to say in an interview. Of course, it's going to be on my terms, our terms. We're going to bring it back here in the United States. He also said he has concerns for his safety in Saudi Arabia. He added this: "It's like I said, I don't have no protection over there." So perhaps what Andy Ruiz Jr. is doing is kicking up a fuss again. He kicked up a fuss and then the fight wasn't put in Cardiff, where he didn't want the fight. He didn't want to come to the UK. He got the fight moved from there to Saudi Arabia. If he does the same again, perhaps he believes he can get the fight in America. If he just keeps being a squeaky wheel, he will end up getting the fight where he wants it, back in America, where he will have the advantage. Now obviously he is the champion, so some things have to go his way. But again, he was given the opportunity by Anthony Joshua. He wasn't champion and he wasn't ranked well. He was years away from a world title shot. Anthony Joshua gave him that shot in the US. So Anthony Joshua was well within his rights to do it at Cardiff, yet he has chosen a neutral location so that Andy Ruiz Jr. does not have any excuses when Anthony Joshua knocks him out. Someone else who doesn't seem to believe the fight will take place in Saudi Arabia is Ruiz. He had this to say on Twitter: "Until I see both fighters signed on the bottom line, I don't believe it. Although I wouldn't mind seeing it in Mexico, I would think Hearn would angle for the fight to be in Cardiff or Wembley, or worse comes to worse, NYC again. But I don't think we can read too much into that, because obviously Ruiz is Team Andy Ruiz, he's not Team Joshua. He hasn't been a fan of Joshua ever since Joshua won the world title. So ultimately, is the fight signed? Yes. Is the money agreed? Yes. Is the location agreed? Yes. The rematch was agreed before the first fight, and all of the stipulations were put into place then. So had Anthony Joshua lost, he would have control over the rematch, where it is, the money, and all of that. And Anthony Joshua has decided to put it at a neutral location. Obviously, he wants Andy Ruiz Jr. to be respected and to have a say. That is why it is at a neutral location. He could have had it at Cardiff had he wanted to, but he is doing it in a neutral location to satisfy Andy Ruiz Jr. because he doesn't want to come to the UK, and he doesn't believe he will have a fair shot if he does come to the UK. So Anthony Joshua does not want any excuses. That is the reason behind the neutral location. So guys, furthermore, the fight is signed, the money's agreed, it will be in Saudi Arabia. There's not much really Andy Ruiz Jr. can do about it unless he wants a major lawsuit to deal with. This is him just trying to get in Anthony Joshua's head. It's a mind game. That is the only way he can get to Anthony Joshua, and the only way he can beat him is by getting in his head, because he needs Anthony Joshua to not be right mentally, because that is what won him the fight last time. And that is what he believes is his key to success in the rematch. Guys, what are your thoughts on this? Andy Ruiz's comments about the rematch in Saudi Arabia. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, click the thumbs up, and subscribe if you are new. Thanks guys.